Hello everyone, I'm Chris, and in this video I'm going to learn how to make the Iris Mandala Bracelet. This is a component piece and the beads are from the curated collection called Denim Casual. If you're interested in seeing the whole collection, there is a link below, or you may search on PotomacBeads.com for Denim Collection. So what we're going to need is some Iris Duos, some MiniDuos, some 1.8 millimeter cube beads, 15/0 seed beads, and I'm going to use size 6 dragon thread in smoke with a size 11 needle, some wire guards, jump rings, and a clasp of your choosing. So we're going to make, I call it kind of a mandala, and then we were going to connect them together with an Iris Duo. And that's how it's going to go together. And then we'll have an Iris Duo on either end where we'll put the wire guard and then put our clasp on there. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And we're going to start with about 2 feet of thread. And I have loaded on there 6 MiniDuos and 6 15/0s in between each of them. We're going to go back around through to create a circle and then tie it off. We won't need much of a tail because all we're going to do is tie the ends of the thread, and then when we go through the mandala, it'll actually pull the thread with the needle in it to the outside where we'll connect everything. So then we won't need the tail thread except just to tie it off here at the beginning. And then when we tie it off, it'll just be right over left, left over right. And then if you want, you can put a needle when you're finished with the little component. You can put a needle on the tail thread and then weave it through the rest of the piece if that's what you'd like to do. So we're coming out here. We're going to go through and come out the one side of a MiniDuo, and then we're going to step up. So I'll go through this MiniDuo. And then I'm going to go through the top of that MiniDuo in the opposite direction. And this is where I'll say make certain that you check both holes of the MiniDuos and the Iris Duo so that they're not clogged. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add an Iris Duo in between each of the MiniDuos. The first one, it doesn't matter which direction it goes. All the rest, it does matter. There is definitely a top and a bottom. So I'll go through the top of that next MiniDuo. So then I'll pick it up, the next Iris Duo, just making certain it's going in the correct direction. And I'll go through the top of that MiniDuo. And then you're going to continue that all the way around until you have 6 Iris Duos in between each of the MiniDuos.
This month, it's not one look, it's 3. 3 moods, 3 moments, 3 completely different styles. The puffy cathedral bracelet, bold, fresh, effortless. The Lyra drop earrings, light, elegant, a little dramatic. The winter aurora pendant, soft shimmer, subtle sparkle. 3 unique designs, 1 subscription. Plus, a free bead on it board and cover to create these stunning pieces. Subscribe today and create them all from Potomac Beads.
So I finished adding all 6 of the Iris Duos. I did put a needle on the tail thread and ran it through some of those other beads and then burned it off just to get it out of our way. So I went through the last Iris Duo, MiniDuo, and through the next Iris Duo. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a 15, a cube bead, and a 15, and go through still that bottom hole of each of these Iris Duos. So I'll pick up a 15, a cube bead, and a 15, and then I'll go over to still that bottom hole of the Iris Duo. I'll pick up a 15, cube bead, 15, through the bottom hole of the next Iris Duo. You're going to continue that all the way around, and don't worry if the cube bead looks a little out of place there. What's going to happen when we do the next row is we're going to come through the top of the Iris Duo, pick up 2 15s and go through that cube bead and back up, pick 2 15s up and go back through the top. So that'll pull it back where it's supposed to be. So we're continuing to add 15 cube bead, 15, the bottom hole of the Iris Duo. Cube, 15, bottom hole, 15, cube, 15, bottom hole, 15, cube, 15, and the bottom hole. And we'll just go through the first set of 15 cube 15 and come out the opposite side of this Iris Duo, because then we'll step up to the outer hole of the Iris Duo. So now we're coming out the bottom hole of this Iris Duo. We're going to scoot up to this top hole and change directions. We won't pick up any beads yet. So our thread's going up the side of this Iris Duo. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up 2 15s and then go through the cube bead and pick up 2 more 15s and go through the top hole of the next Iris Duo. So 2 15s. We'll go through the cube bead, and then we'll pick up 2 more 15s and go through the top of the next Iris Duo. 2 15s, go through the cube bead, two 15s, and the next top hole of the Iris Duo. So you'll continue that all the way around. 2 15s through the cube bead and 2 15s. So you finished one of the components, and we're going to start working on this end one here. We need to add Iris Duos and then this little wire guard to connect to our jump ring and our clasp. So we're coming out of an Iris Duo. We're going to go through the 2 15-ohs, the cube bead, and the 2 15-ohs on the other side. So we're coming out the top of those 2 15-ohs. So go through those 2 15-ohs, the cube bead, and the 2 15-ohs on the other side. So now we're going to pick up an Iris Duo, making certain that has the top going in the same place that the others are. We'll go through the Iris Duo, then we'll pick up our wire guard, go up the wire guard, go back down the wire guard, through the other side of this Iris Duo, and then back through the 215-0s, cube bead 215-0s. So we'll go through that Iris Duo. We'll pick up our wire guard. So we'll go up the wire guard. We'll come back down the wire guard. And then we'll go through the Iris Duo and then 215s, cube bead 215s. Those are 215s, our cube bead, and our 215s. For security purposes, I would also go back through that whole thread path that we did before, just to make certain that we can hold on to that wire guard. And then we'll come out these 215-0s. Now that that's secured, we're coming out these two 15-0s. We're going to work our thread around the outside of the component until we're coming out these two 15-0s. So I'll go through the Iris Duo, through the two 15-0s, the cube bead, the next two 15-0s, and then the Iris Duo, two 15s, cube bead, two 15s, and the Iris Duo, then we'll go through the two 15s, cube bead, and two 15s. So we're coming out of the two 15s, and this space is directly across from where we put our wire guard on. Ultimately, what we're going to do is then add our Iris Duo here, go through the Iris Duo, then we're going to connect into the next component, going through the two 15s, cube bead, two 15s, back through the top of that Iris Duo, and connect back to where we began, the two 15s. We'll go around that twice just to make certain that it's secure. So what you will do now is make all your components, and in the example this has 7 of them. With the Iris Duos and the wire guards, it creates a 7 1/8 inch bracelet here. So just make certain that you figure out how much more is going to happen with the length, with the jump ring, and the clasp of your choosing. If I forgot to mention, I would highly suggest that you do leave your tail threads when you make your components on there. It just makes it easier to connect into the next one. So we're going to connect into this next component. I'm coming out of these two 15-0s over here, and we're going to put an Iris Duo on our thread and then go around two 15s, cube bead, two 15s, and we're going to do that twice. Just make certain that your Iris Duo is facing in the correct direction. And I also suggest that where your tail thread is in the component that you're connecting to is across from the space that we're connecting here, and then we don't have to move our thread around a lot. Right, so we have our Iris Duo facing in the correct direction. I'm going to go up these 2 15-0s, the cube bead, 2 15-0s, and then through the top of that Iris Duo, and then I'll go around double back on that path. So go through these 2 15-0s, the cube bead, 2 15-0s, and through that Iris Duo. There we go. Iris Duo. And then through these again, 2 15s, the cube bead, next 2 15s, through the Iris Duo, and you can go through as many times as you wish. I suggest at least 2. And then if it gets a little challenging to get through the 15-0s multiple times, you may need to change to a size 12 needle. So then what you can do is, once we're doing that, find a tail thread and work your way over to the tail thread so that you can tie off this thread over here. So when you do that, then we'll come over here and we'll add, do our Iris Duo, and like I did at the beginning, I created a component that had the Iris Duo and the wire guard in the end, so this is just going to connect like we just did this previous one. And then you're going to find your tail threads and tie everything off, right over left, left over right, and then add your jump ring and your clasp of choosing on the end of it, and you have finished your bracelet. So thank you for watching how to make this Iris Mandala bracelet, which uses beads from the Denim Casual Curated Collection listed below. Please post your pictures on our Facebook page for beading and jewelry making, and join us for future videos.